great businessman once said, to win in the marketplace, you must first win in the workplace. This holds true for today's episode of Resipod by Resil Chemicals. Join us as our HR experts share their insights on creating a workplace where innovation thrives and teamwork is at the heart of everything we do.
Good morning, welcome to Resipod, the show that talks about all things Resil. My name is Siddarth, and with me are three of my colleagues. This is our second episode that talks about how to make Resil a great place to work. Let me introduce people to my left. Dhanya, Udhij HR. Dhanya, hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Hey, good, yeah. Congratulations, by the way, making Resil a great place to work.
Thank you so
Yeah, I have no idea how you guys pulled it
And
off.
congratulations to you too.
What did we
I
do?
think a lot has to do with the leadership of the company as well. It goes to every single person.
Yeah, this is not a paid advertisement, by the way.
The credit.
I'm not, their bonuses are not tied to me saying that. So don't
No,
worry.
but the credit for great place to work goes to each and every employee in the company.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Dhanya, if you could do me the honors, tell me a little bit more about yourself.
So I'm Dhanya Mohan. I'm the director of HR and corporate affairs. Actually, my background, I did my master's in accounting
Wow.
and fell into the role of HR.
So you went from numbers to people. How did that happen?
Honestly, I don't know.
As all
To
good
be-
things in life. No?
Yes. But this is a very interesting job.
Oh yeah, yeah. So what about people do you like that you don't like about numbers?
I mean, I didn't say I don't like numbers.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's a good answer. That's a good answer.
I think it's a great combination. People and numbers are a great combination.
Yeah, you want to watch out, so yeah. Absolutely. So good, thanks for that. There's two strapping gentlemen to the left and right. Vinod, if you could introduce yourself.
Good morning, Siddarth, and good morning, Resilites. Good to be part of this podcast. And this is my first podcast together. I'm too thrilled also to be part of this event.
No worries, most of us, it's our thought process.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be nervous about it.
About myself, I'm a background of MBA and MHM. I have 2 decades of experience in the HR field.
So you're a people person from
People
the very
person.
beginning.
They call me as a people person openly. So I'm known for that actually.
Nice. So from the very beginning, you
Very
never
beginning.
worked
No, never worked.
So you
All
never
my
worked in-
21 years is fully people only.
Oh wow.
So that's my strength.
How do you have the patience to deal with people for 21 years?
That is the secret, the recipe.
Fantastic. And have you always been like this as a child? And
Yeah, from the beginning, I think from childhood, interacting with people or human touch, I'm more into actually. Right, my family is in KK. So that made me to pursue my career also in HR. And I love to serve people actually anytime, and I'm available for people.
nice. And from one pillar of HR to the other pillar.
Yes.
Bhaskar,
Hi,
if you
good
do,
morning.
do the honors.
Good morning, all. So myself, Bhaskar. I have overall 18 years of experience in HR. Wow. I have done MBA HR. Wow. And I joined Resil 11 years back.
Right.
I joined as assistant manager, and I went working as senior manager.
Right.
Is my background.
Fantastic. And if correct me if I'm wrong, I mean you do a lot of you work with a lot of our employees at the factory level as well, who are not necessarily in the office
Yes.
as well. And how are they different? How is working with them different than working with office?
Yeah. Factory people mindset is different when it comes to office staff. Factory people, the blue collar people who work here, their mindset is different. Their expectations are different. So meeting those expectations is a bit tough, but experience teaches us everything. So we are good at handling that.
Yeah, no, one thing which amazes me, and I want to congratulate the three of you, is that having a great place to work with such a diverse workforce is an incredible job. You're keeping people in the office happy, you're keeping people on the shop floor happy, you're keeping managers happy.
Management happy.
Management happy with all our egos and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, how do you guys do it? And first of all, congratulations on a great place to work. That's a crazy achievement. First of all, what made you guys think that we should even apply for it?
I mean, I don't think we would have thought of it a few years ago, very honestly. But personally, I know how hard the team has been working towards.
Yeah.
Not particularly keeping great place to work as the end goal, but just to make Resil a better or better work environment in general. And after the last couple of years, I think all of us felt we were ready to, see, okay, now, honestly, the reason we went to Great Place to Work also is to see how we can improve better, because you get the feedback of people.
So, if you don't mind asking, do you first think of building the Great Place to Work, or do you first think of the certification?
Building.
Okay.
He's never focused on the certification
Ever.
until very recently.
Why is that?
No. Honestly, I don't think 3 years ago, if you would have asked us, we would have even said, okay, we're looking at the Great Place to Work certificate. Our first goal was to make everyone happy, like transform the team, transform the culture, while still staying so true to the core values. So our focus was on building a great place to work. If we focused on the certification, I'm not sure we would have actually got the certification as well, because that's working towards something superficial.
Right. That's, wow. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, in hindsight, I think what something that we all miss out is that the obvious stuff is the true stuff here. Yeah. And I think a lot of people go for the certification before they actually do the main thing. Like you focus on a safety certification before you actually work on safety. Exactly. So, but here I think it made so much sense. Now, I mean, taking from what Dhanya said, it made so much sense. I mean, how do you I'd like to ask, how do you keep office goers happy? How do you keep R&D people happy? How do you keep sales people happy? Because from my experience, they're very different people.
Yeah, as Siddarth, the right question actually. A couple of things are there. Employee Connect is one of the things what we majorly focus for last couple of years.
What is Employee Connect?
Employee Connect. See, we as HR are available actually. We felt there is a gap actually. Why? Because we can't be addressing each and every person. Right. We are 700 odd employees actually.
Wow. 700
odd employees. Wow. So if you take example what Dhanya said, 6 years back, I think we tried for one certification, 2018, right, Bhaskar? Yeah. 2018, we tried for one certification, nice to work actually. We could not able to succeed. I don't know what are the reasons actually, this thing. Then we thought, okay, before we jump to conclusion, as you said, we want to build. The day we started from there actually. From 2018, we took the small steps. We were actually there now. We thought, okay, should we try? I think we are trying to connect the people. We are trying to give the best benefits what the people require. We are meeting the industry benchmarks, new initiatives.
That's amazing, but how do you scale that up? Because it's 700 people. There are 6 of you, 7 of you at HR?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's, how do the 7 of you manage to connect with 100 people? I know personally, all of you are connected with me, you're connected with so many employees. I find it astounding. Sometimes I'm like, if I get a phone call, I'm like, I don't want to talk to this person. I'm done with human beings. How do you guys talk to 700 people and maintain that relationship?
One good thing now, in factory or in office, we have a dedicated HR team sitting here actually.
Okay, in each factory?
In each factory, we have a dedicated...
So it's not just centralized?
Centralized. Yeah, we are dedicated people out there. The disconnect was more on the sales people who are there now. Example, in Delhi, we have a big team. Yeah. In Bombay, we have a team. We have a Bangladesh team where we could not be able to meet. We introduced a concept called an hour with HR.
Okay.
2 years back.
Oh, fantastic.
2 years back. So if we quarterly, we used to meet all our HR team, raw material at the senior level, we used to meet the sales employees, an hour with HR. That made us to build more confidence with them, our sales team. All the segments, we are into different segments altogether. We are into textile, PCD, Vista. Geographically, people are differently connected. So we used to have a quarterly meeting with their zones and things. We understand their problem, we understand their problem. They never felt that our HR is far away sitting in Bangalore. They thought our HR is sitting in Ludhiana or Delhi and helping us. Wow. So that connect was one of the major steps what we have taken, and that was well appreciated by our sales team also. And more importantly, people are happy actually. Our time and our effort is to make people happy. That I think as a team we succeeded in doing that. That was the thought together for all of us. It came and we thought, okay, we will try out and see the gaps. Anything we have to build, any opportunities are left out to start with. That is when we started this thing, and he succeeded also. In fact, to coming with the results, we got around 87% of our out of 345, 304 people have given the
So 87% of the entire respondees have given great feedback.
great feedback.
Wow.
So 70% is the benchmark to get a certification. We are above that actually.
Oh wow, by a large mile.
By a large mile, and Bhaskar can give certain examples to that actually in terms of percentage with
Yeah, I can be sure that while we're talking about connecting with employees, technology plays a major role.
How's that?
Now we're able to do video conferencing as opposed to a couple of years ago when we could just do a phone call. When you're able to see a person,
Okay.
even if it is through a video,
Right.
there is a personal connect, then that is felt.
Okay.
So thanks for technology as well.
Oh, right. Yeah, I never thought of that. That's a fabulous point as well. Right. Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, and so when we did the benchmarking with top 100 companies, mid-size segments in India.
Right.
So when we look at the score, we are just 1-2 points away difference from 100 mid-size segments. Our score. That's a great achievement what we have.
Oh, wow.
And coming to benchmarking with the chemical companies in India, we lead the score.
Really?
Yeah.
So we're the highest amongst the
Chemical companies. Yes.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
So that is a great achievement.
Fantastic. Now, this translating from what Vinod said about people who work in the office, the shop floors are very different. It's a hot environment, it's a tough environment. I mean, you do, how much ever you do, try to make it comfortable. At the end of the day, the shop floor is a tough environment. How, and I know that you work closely with a lot of shop floor employees and colleagues of ours. So how do we keep them happy?
So whenever we go to plant rounds and all, we meet people, we'll ask them what is their concern, any issues. So solutions we will even you make them happy, and they come out with some special concerns which we will discuss with management and then come out with solutions.
How important is it for them to feel that their voice is heard?
It is very important. So they have a forum where they meet periodically, and they come out with their concerns, and then we address to it.
This is as per SA 1000, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
we have a separate forum
Exactly.
where no management representative is there.
Exactly.
It's only them, and then they discuss with each other. And they give us.
I think SA 1000 also has helped us a lot to help the workforce or blue collar employees. More important, because they have their own space to address topics amongst themselves before it ever comes to the management or anyone else.
Absolutely. I mean, we would all think that it's obvious that listening to people would make people happy, but it doesn't work like that in reality, right?
Not
Oh wow, yeah, that's perspective, because something that has come across from all three of you is that a part is our ability to listen, and I think that is very crucial to our success. No, hats off to you guys. I know I'm not a great listener, but I mean it's fantastic that the three of you are doing amazing. So one thing I wanted to talk about is, okay, now you've taken a lot of steps to achieving a great place to work. You focused not on the certification, you focused on building a great place to work. You listen to a lot of people, you take care of their needs. It's a constant iterative process. At some point, we got this belief that we could win it, and we won it. So congratulations again. Now what's next?
So we want to continue the momentum and understand the gaps or improvement areas that we could get from the.
So it's day in and day out.
Yes. It will continue.
Yeah. When does it stop?
It won't.
Unless people are there, it won't stop. Definitely.
And we're hoping it doesn't stop.
Okay.
The minute you feel that you're there, you've lost everything. Right?
But isn't it a thankless job?
100%.
Yeah, there is a saying. HR is a thankless job, they say. But still, we are proud that we are in part of HR. A lot of experience we get in this.
It's fantastic.
Next coming days, maybe we'll target on the opportunities or opportunities what is left out to reach that 100% mile in great place to work.
Fantastic. And on that note, I wanted to just talk about a little bit and segueing into a new topic here on learning and development. So how do we ensure that our organization is a learning-focused organization?
Yes, to answer that question, yeah, we came out with a new initiative, online modding. We tied up with a third-party service provider, EdSAT, or AIT, what we call. So we have given access for our employees to go through the online module and attend trainings there. So that module gives access for them on short videos, articles and all. The reason why we chose this is to give them freedom to access training content when they are free. Everyone is busy with their schedules, they don't find time to attend trainings. So when they are free, they can access the content and attend the trainings. And also we set targets for each and every individual to complete a certain amount of hours in the financial year. So that also given a push for the employees to attend trainings, and a lot of improvement we could see in that.
And also after they complete every course, they can take a test and get certified on that.
Fantastic. So they can add to their skill sets, they can boost their profile and so on and so forth. Fantastic. But just to build on that, how do we incentivize people to adopt a learning mindset?
Obviously,
Incentivize people, like how do you get people to adopt a learning mindset? Is it
to answer it rightly, we started it as Bhaskar said last year only. On the first beginning of the year only, we tied that to their KPIs actually. So one portion of your assessment happens through when you learn only.
So there's alignment between your
Goals and things. One portion that is 5% out of 100, we kept for learning. So we give more important prominence for learning. So this will continue. This is the first step. This is the first year. As a team, we introduced, I think today only we were seeing the numbers around 5,000 hours has been completed by our employees.
Oh wow, 5,000 hours.
Yeah, hours actually collectively.
Wow.
So that this is the first year. That is one thing what we want to show.
Yeah, and
it actually. We will continue to keep that learning in a proper momentum for the next 5 years line. And we want to try a career gap and career training for people to equip themselves in whichever area they want to be more active and things. And it is not limited also. They can explore much more. They can come up with their own topics. We can have that to be introduced in the modules also. Then simultaneously, for the coming years, we have planned for some offline trainings also. We are tied up with some 2 big organizations. So we'll be signing the agreement in next couple of months. So the learning, we have kept a major focus. So without learning, nothing happens. Each day, technology changes, people changes. We have to be equipped. We have to be in the front of the.
I'm very curious that you said people change, because now one topic that everybody is talking about is the generational gap between older generation, so-called older generation, of which I do belong. I'm also extremely old. Older generation of employees, and say the newer generation who are entering the workforce. What are the challenges and what are the opportunities?
A lot of challenges.
Okay.
Because mindset is one of the biggest challenges what we could see actually. People coming out of college, a lot of freshers we have. Of late we have recruited more than 20-30 freshers. Then we have people with 30 years experience working with us from the day beginning of Resil and prior to that also. It is very tough sometimes for them to adjust within the thing. Then that is where we initiated that also actually. For new joinees to have that culturally fit, we are trying to meet every time, every week, every 10 days, for them to keep that momentum going together so that they should not be lost in the way. That's completely new to them for altogether. They are coming out of college, the new environment, big environment, big R&D labs, big setups, so many PhDs.
So how do you, I'm sure there must be intergenerational conflicts where you find that the manager and the incoming new person have different opinions. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. So how do you resolve these conflicts?
It's not just a generational issue.
Okay.
That can happen with any 2 people.
That's true, actually.
That can happen with any 2 people. So I think Vinod correctly said cultural fit. I think that's something that is not often talked about, but that's something that's very important. We have an extensive HR round before anyone is hired. So,
wow. Okay. So anybody who goes through the you guys assess for.
So it's almost like a 1.5 hour interview session where we're asking them multiple questions. And one thing about any generation, there are people that belong to two different categories as well. There are people who like, live more subtle culture, if you want to say it that way. And honestly, if your company has a good culture, people will adopt.
That's true, actually. That's very, very, very true.
See, we, that to add on, we inculcate from day one actually. We say about our culture from the beginning, from the day one. Pre-interview, the employee selects or not selects, we say about our culture. Resil is known for the culture. That is our core value, as we say. So that we emphasize more to the new people also.
Yeah, and it's very difficult to put down in words, the Resil culture. It's very unique. You have to be
Yes, can never be defined. Because it can be 100 different things in the same word.
Right.
I don't know Vinod's point. When you come aboard joins Resil, so the culture experience they face it by when they go for induction. That's in the induction the communication happens, and the opposite person says, "I'm here in Resil working for 15 years. I'm here for 20 years." So listening to that itself usually feel that proudness. Okay, I'm in a company pair. Somebody is there.
Absolutely. Fantastic. No, so now the big question, how are you going to maintain it? Maintain this certification? Because it's only every year, from what I remember.
Yes.
So you have to do the work all over again. So what are we doing to take ourselves to the next step?
Continuing what we have implemented in a better way, best way. Making sure we are not going back in any time. And we are not going away from what we introduced. A lot of small initiatives what we did, but the impact for employees is big actually. Certain examples, if we take, we refer to our R&D team and other operational team, give staggering hours of working for them to have the experiment, maybe not late in time. We introduce certain good insurance policies that will take care of employees' family also. We introduce certain policies like term insurance, which was.
One may hope that no one ever has to
use that actually, but at least to have a safer this thing we introduce that. And as to add upon one more point, of it we are tied up with one of the renowned institute to secure work for our employee well-being health actually. See, nowadays I think more or less everybody gives importance to physical health. So we are the one among first companies to give importance on mental health. Mental employee well-being is more important. Work-life balance, how they maintain things. We have a dedicated counselors who can help them mitigating in terms of problems with any issues. Available 24/7 and all India, all languages there are counselors there.
They also cut up webinars.
Webinars regularly, monthly.
Yeah, couple of webinars
every month.
Have to very
confidential.
And actually, to add on to that, this is one of the most riskiest initiatives we've taken, one of the most sensitive initiatives that we decided to go ahead with. But we did not take that decision lightly. We dwelt on this for months together before we finally signed that agreement. We've done our research. We've sat with this Europe team for so many sessions asking them questions on so many different hypothetical scenarios. But they were very cooperative through all of it. And one thing is, we will never get to know who all used these services, who all have watched the webinars. We will not get to know any of it. But that also gives us comfort in the fact that that is maintained at such high confidentiality that people can use it without having to worry, okay, will people get to know? That's a major problem with mental health, that everyone's worried about what the society thinks.
Fantastic.
One highlight about this tie-up, which is that 2 months back I attended a webinar in Taj actually. Around 150 or 200 different companies have come. It was a big webinar actually. And one topic, the person who is hosting asked, how many companies, which all companies, directors or CEOs have invested money on employee mental health? can any company raise their hand? So out of that, I am privileged to say that actually in this open forum, out of I think 200 or 150 companies, only 2 companies rose their hand. So one was I and one more was one more different company. I was so happy to be part of that organization which has given importance to employee mental health.
Right.
That is one privilege I think in open forum.
But also to their families.
Family.
Their families are covered.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice.
That's one of the privilege to say in this open forum. I think it's off subject anyways.
No, but it's very much on point. I mean, if people are not happy, we won't be a great place to work. Mental well-being is very underrated, unfortunately stigmatized. I what all of you say.
That's why we said it's a very risky initiative, it's a very sensitive one and that. Because we don't know how people are going to react to this. We have the blue-collar employees, we have the office employees, we have people of different generations, different cultural backgrounds. Through all of this, there is that stigma still existing. It's still a taboo in a lot of the society, a huge part of the society. So how people will react to this was a question that, we cannot answer.
No, absolutely. And now, since we're coming up on time, why should anybody join Resil? One line from each of you. Bhaskar.
It's a great place to work.
I think we end the episode there. I think that is the best punchline. None of us have to speak. Fabulous. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone.
Thank you so much, Siddarth, I think.
And we would also like to thank all the Resilites, all of them that made this a great place to work. And also, this is a very small representation of HRD. There is a much bigger HR and admin team that is here at Resil who have played such a crucial role in helping us reach where we are today. So, and also management who blindly believed all of the initiatives that we've taken without, having a clear-cut answer on how this is going to help us. So, yeah.
To add upon final word, our motto is service, giving best and better service. So this is for all Resilites and the upcoming Resilites also who are eager to join Resil. Welcome you guys also to a bigger company and a great company culture. Thank you so much. That's that hosting this event.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that's a wrap, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit follow or subscribe on your go-to streaming platform to stay updated with our latest chats. We're all about sparking curiosity, inspiring innovation, and breaking down the next big thing. If you have any ideas or suggestions for topics you'd like us to explore on Resipod, don't hesitate to ping us. We'd be thrilled to discuss them. Until next time, keep synthesizing those big ideas. Don't forget, you can also catch us at resil.com and resilsilicons.com.